What's up, guys? Welcome back to Man Cave Collectibles, coming at you today with another figure review. So today we're going to take a look at the newly released War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom CYCLONUS figure. So this is a figure I've been hunting pretty hard recently, and we just found him on our most recent toy hunt on the channel at Walmart. From what I understand from seeing other reviews of this figure, I've heard people even use the word mini masterpiece as far as kind of explaining or giving an example of the quality and the look of this figure. So I'm really excited to have it in my hands. Let's jump right into the figure. So we've got some really nice promotional artwork here right on the front of the box. We can see both modes, robot and his alternate form. They've got him listed here as a Voyager class figure. We've got just a really small window, which is something we're not really used to seeing from Hasbro. You know, typically you're seeing your Marvel Legends, your Transformers and your Earthrise and your Siege lines. You can pretty much see most of your Transformer in the window packaging. With the Kingdom line, they've kind of opted to go with this small window. So a little something different. You can really only see kind of the chest area and the face of most of the figures that have come in this line so far. Transformers down the side. A real nice image here on the side of a lot of the figures that we're going to be looking at in the Kingdom line. Flipping on to the back, we've just got some actual product images there of him and his robot in alternate form. States here there's 34 steps in order to do that transformation, so I'm not looking forward to that portion of it, as you guys know, if you are a fan of my channel or keep up with my channel. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging, take a look at what we got. All right, guys, so we got CYCLONUS out of his packaging, and as you can see here, we're going to start off in his alternate mode here, which is his jet. Really a phenomenal transformation. I will tell you that so far I've done the Grimlock from the newest Series 86 wave, and now I've done the transformation on CYCLONUS from the Kingdom wave. And I can tell you that being a very, very novice transformer of Transformer toys, those two have been very easy and understandable from the direction standpoint. So jumping right on into the accessories. So the first thing is one of the most important things for guys like me who are not good at transforming Transformers. We've got our instruction book here. So we can see that there are 34 steps to transform this guy, 33 to actually transform him. The 34th is mounting the gun on top, which we'll take a look at here in just a minute. And here is the gun. So it's got nicely painted just in a kind of a chrome silver color. That does just peg directly into the top of the jet mode there, just like that. And then lastly, a little something new that I'm not real used to, but we do have kind of a collectible card here that has come with the Kingdom figure. So the card doesn't necessarily represent the robot that you get. In my case here, I've got Autobot Arc, which there's rumor out there that we're going to be getting an Arc in the War for Cybertron Trilogy line. So that's going to be pretty cool. I would imagine it will be a very massive piece to our collection. I don't know, is it going to be HasLab? If any of you guys really have any information on that or know anything more, go ahead and drop that in the comments down below. But pretty cool that they're doing these collectible cards. I like that idea. So taking a closer look here at our CYCLONUS figure, kind of transformed, you can see there just a super, super iconic look to his transformation, to his alt mode. We do have his landing gear here, which will pop out on the bottom. The paint work is just phenomenal. This is flawless from a standpoint of QC. I could not find a single QC issue anywhere on this figure. You can see here we've got kind of his boosters in the back there. Looks really nice. One really, really good thing that you know, I've noticed on some of, I could probably tighten some of these up a little bit in some of these joint areas, but one of the really, really good things here is that the paint from section to section matches up almost to perfection, which is something that I've noticed in some of my Transformers. Like take like Sunstreaker, for example. The yellows are different, you know, from the torso area to the leg and calf area. So that's something here in this Kingdom figure that they've really nailed. You can see that that purple is, I mean, from here to here, that purple remains the same. We have no transition of colors. other than the ones that they intend on being different, which is, here in the forearms, a little bit different. Obviously, we've got our silver and kind of a dark purple or dark navy blue. Sometimes I'm a little colorblind to that, but it's probably more of a dark purple is what their intentions are there. Got some nice translucent orange plastic here for the windows or the windshields of the jet mode here, which, kind of correlates over to his chest area. Just looks really nice, that gun on top. You don't have to have that if you don't want that. I probably would prefer it more looking like that, but just what a sharp looking jet mode we've got here. Let's bring in a couple figures just so we can kind of show you guys a size comparison here in his alternate mode. All right, so as you can see here, we have our new Grimlock from the Studio 86 line. We've got our Bumblebee from the Netflix series line. Just to give you a little bit of scale as far as him in his jet mode. So, scales perfectly well, I think. As you can see, Bumblebee being a really small figure, and he's obviously a bigger figure than Bumblebee is. Let's go ahead and get him back into his robot mode and take a look at him there. So we've got him back into his robot mode. Now we got a little bit of a issue there. You can see my landing gear keeps wanting to kind of fall forward there. It's not really locking into place like it's supposed to. So not real sure what's causing that. It's a little bit disappointing there, but we'll try to figure it out. This one here locks in place really nice. But looking kind of at the figure itself, just a phenomenal looking figure. One cool thing here, you can see here, we do got some light piping to the eyes there. I don't have a ton of light shining directly in, but if we spin around to the back of the head there, you can see he does have his window for the light piping, and it looks really good, especially held in the proper setting. But we got this guy kind of cleaned up from our transformation. You can see he's got his wings kind of iconically back there over his shoulders now. Swinging on around, you can see, where his cockpit is here. And yeah, just a phenomenal looking figure. They just did such a great job. I can tell this this is going to probably drive me insane. This thing wanting to fall out and not lock in. So we're going to have to find some way to keep that inside. Got a little bit of a translucent type of addition here in his abdominal area as well, kind of right there at his chest area. But it doesn't have light piping to it, so it doesn't really light up for you. You're not able to articulate these at all like you sometimes are with like on a Masterpiece figure or Fans Toy, something like that. You're not able to do any articulation there. Really clean though. It doesn't have a lot of hollow space. A little bit back here on the back of the wings. I'm sure that's something that some type of an upgrade kit may come at some point for that, just to clean that up. But it still doesn't look bad. But that's really about the only hollow place on this whole figure. They do a nice job here. You almost could have some hollow space down here behind the knees, but the way you kind of push these knees forward to clean that up, it kind of removes that. So yeah, it's just a really well done figure. Got that Decepticon logo there on his chest. Looking at his articulation real quick, forward, back, 360 obviously, which we could see in the transformation. We can get those shoulders all the way up and around, all the way out, plenty. Do have a cut right there in the bicep. We can get to about 90 degrees there. No wrist articulation outside of just a spin, which we can do a full 360 spin there on the wrist. No articulation in the chest or abdominal areas we typically see We don't see that with Transformers anyways. Get the legs out plenty. Cut at the upper thigh. We cannot get 90 degrees because there's just so much bulk here in the back of the calf muscle there. But again, we do have the spin right there at the top of the thigh, which, you know, that helps a lot with the articulation. Out here, we do have some forward and back, and then a little bit of ankle rocker in there. So you can see we can get that rocked a little bit. And that's about it for articulation. Just not needed, not a whole lot needed on this guy. But the only real complaint I can give is probably not going to be a complaint that will be on every single one of these. But you can see here just that falling out, you know, could be slightly annoying. So let's go ahead and bring in a couple figures for size comparison. We'll wrap up our video. All right, and just to bring out a couple of the current figures that, you know, are currently out. We got our Grimlock 86 and our Bumblebee Netflix version. And there you go with some size comparison. So you can see stands really, really well alongside, or from a scale standpoint in this line, as Hasbro typically has done with this line anyways. You know, just nailing the Bumblebee figure. I think probably the best Bumblebee figure we've gotten in a long, long time. And then the best Grimlock figure we've probably for sure ever gotten outside of a masterpiece figure. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this figure. Have you been able to find him? I saw that, you know, Amazon orders were shipping for him. We found him in Walmart yesterday. There were a couple there on the shelf. So he is certainly getting out there. He's become very attainable at this point. So yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys think of the figure itself. Is this something that Hasbro has done really well in this Kingdom line? Do you like the way he looks? And feel free to comment on either of the other two robots that we have here in our review. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Love to have you as part of the Man Cave Collectibles team. And again, always feel free to comment. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time.